We're live. Thanks for tuning in to the member spotlight at Presidio Bitcoin for September. I have two fantastic members here, Philip and Max. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad
we have
to be here.
Yes, finally. Finally, we did this.
Finally.
This is your guys' first time in the studio?
It's definitely
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Hey,
I always like walk by and like see some people.
Yeah.
It's so fancy. It's so bright.
You see you see the sun shining through the windows.
Yeah, Philip's going to be blind. I imagine he's like suffering all this light.
Well, it'll get hot in here too. Yeah, thank you. We have a fantastic September coming up here at Presidio Bitcoin. We have Design Week starting the 13th. So we have a stablecoin and Bitcoin debate Tuesday evening, redesigning Silicon Valley with Bitcoin. We have folks from Fold, Cash App, I think Amazon. There's so many other companies. So definitely tune in to all the events that are happening with the Bitcoin Design Foundation that's helping us put that event on. It's going to be fantastic. That's inclusive of all of our other programming that's September. So the first week is on Thursday is BitDevs. So yeah, the third week is Lit Devs, and then the exciting Builder event. So definitely tune in for an exciting September here at PB. Gentlemen, thanks for joining. So great to, like I said, finally have you guys on. But let's hear about what you guys are doing. You've been involved with Presidio Bitcoin since pretty much the beginning. And I see you guys on the other side of the room, and I know you guys are hard at work every time you're in here. But what is it that you guys are building?
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, we're basically building Lightning infrastructure. We run Lightning nodes inside of a hardware enclave inside of the cloud. And we do all this security engineering to kind of prove to the user that like, oh, hey, here's our open source code. We're proving that we're running this specific open source code. And that allows us to basically run nodes for our users while keeping the product self-custodial.
Amazing.
At a high level, really what we're trying to bring is almost that we're trying to reach that custodial Lightning wallet experience with a self-custodial wallet using a bunch of security engineering and lots of tricks that could happen behind the scenes.
And you guys both, I think, met across the bay at Berkeley and spent a few years doing other things in the related industries. But I guess I have to ask a question. Why did you guys set out to build Lexe?
Well, I mean, I've always been a huge fan of Lightning pretty much ever since it started. I mean, back in 2017, I was like, the one company I wanted to work for was like Lightning Labs. This is the future, you know? When the paper came out, I was like, this is how we scale Bitcoin. This is it, you know? Like, they solved the problem. But it has been a little bit disappointing to be a Lightning fan in the last, 8 years. Because we all expected Lightning to take off a lot faster than, and it has been. And I think the industry has like learned over time that, this original model of like everyone's running their own 24/7 node, doing their own channel routing isn't quite work.
Webnet's kind of dead.
Yeah. I mean, so the industry is kind of like shifted more towards this like LSP model. But then like, so you saw the rise of another generation of Lightning wallets, such as Breeze, Moon, and Phoenix. We think Phoenix especially is a great wallet, but they suffer from a fatal flaw, which is, if your phone is offline or you don't have data connectivity, now you can't receive any payments. So if you create a Lightning invoice, you give it to your friend and ask your friend to pay it, but then since then you've gone offline, payments are going to fail. And this is especially pressing for, kind of these static payment identifiers such as Lightning address or Bolt12, which is a little bit newer. You want to be able to just paste like your, Alex at PB on your website and people can just pay that 24/7.
Yes, pay that.
Yeah. Send tips, but that doesn't really work if you don't have a node that's online 24/7. So
got it.
Kind of just connected the dots. Like we saw MobileCoin.
We're huge like Signal fans. We use like Signal all day.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, they integrated this like shitcoin, MobileCoin into their app. And I don't know if anyone's using it. But like, we looked in behind the scenes, like they're actually using SGX for this like MobileCoin blockchain. But they also use it for like contact discovery and some other stuff.
Interesting.
And at the time, SGX always felt like kind of an academic product that like no one was actually really using in production. And then we saw Signal bring it to production and it was like, people are like actually using this and actually work for something. And it kind of connected the dots like, wait, maybe we can actually just run Lightning nodes like for users in the cloud, in an enclave. So we can get that 24/7 Lightning node without actually having access to the keys or be able to spend the funds or whatever.
So you guys are in the embodiment of the age-old bumper sticker that says "Be the change that you want to see in the world."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the dream was like, we want to see Lightning and Signal. And at some very early variations, we actually forked Signal and tried to add Lightning into it.
Oh, incredible.
And then quickly ran into all of these problems. And then one thing led to another. And then we learned about the whole async payments problem. And then, that was like an early part of our journey.
Fantastic. Well, guys, thanks for sharing. That's fantastic. You are all experiencing great success here at Presidio Bitcoin. I know you guys are hiring. Is that correct, Bill?
Actually, we closed a candidate.
You did?
Yeah.
And I do remember seeing in your guys' job description that one of the requirements was to be able to work out of Presidio Bitcoin. So why don't you guys highlight how you came to that decision, why being part of Presidio Bitcoin is perhaps a requirement for your guys' growth, and you seeing that being put in your job requisite.
Yeah.
And congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I mean, I think for an early stage startup, the calculus kind of really leans in favor of like having people in the same space, as opposed to like all farming out remotely. At least in my experience, remote work works really well. Like usually in a bigger company where you can kind of more silo people off or like farm out individual tasks. But in an early stage company, you really have to be together, like working quickly on like really uncertain problems. And it's just much easier to do that like in the same place.
Amazing. So when are they starting? You don't need to go to that. You know what?
Well, I mean,
It's complicated.
I think you'd be interested to know that we actually met this candidate at Presidio.
There you go.
I mean, I expected this during the hiring process. Like we put out our job posting or whatever, but we weren't really actively hiring because I'm like, I'm pretty sure our candidate is literally just going to walk through the door right there at Presidio Bitcoin. Because it's already so pre-filtered. Everyone who walks into Presidio Bitcoin is like here for a reason.
Yep.
They've kind of self-selected themselves into being like passionate about Bitcoin, knowledge about Bitcoin, and not about all the the other scam token dumps, whatever. So like we have just like we meet everyone here. It's a great chance to like talk to other companies and network with investors and candidates, and well, it definitely worked out for us. So there will be an application for another PV member soon.
I'm imagining you guys would be the two references.
Yes.
Well, fantastic. Guys, thanks for joining. Max and Philip, I appreciate it. Like I said, it's been wonderful watching your guys' company blossom. What you guys are building is certainly fantastic. Thanks for sharing it, hopefully with everybody. And fantastic to hear how Presidio Bitcoin has played a little bit of that magic that you guys are brewing. So appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us. I look forward to seeing everyone this September here at Presidio Bitcoin. Check the show notes for the links to all of our upcoming events. But thank you.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.